Hi students, welcome to Naveen Sir Physics classes. So today we are going to discuss about one more mathematical operation, that is integration. So in last lecture we discussed about the derivation. In this lecture we are going to see what is mean by integration. So integration is nothing but it is the reverse process of differentiation. Sir, what does it mean? So in differentiation, what we are doing, we are given a function d by dx of x cube. So we are getting that 3x square. So here this is the function f of x, and we are getting its derivative as I am writing capital F of x. That means derivative of f of x is capital F of x. The reverse process nothing but here the derivative will be given. So we are going to find out that function. Okay, that's why it is known to be a reverse process of differentiation. So the process of finding the functions whose derivative is given is called integration. This is the actual meaning of the integration. So integration nothing but finding the function of the derivative. Sir, how to find the function of the derivative? How can we represent the integration? So integration is represented by the symbol like this. So stylish yes. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? The symbol represents summation. So actually summation symbol we are using like this also. So for integral symbol we are using like this. Okay, so whatever the process is known to be integration. So we are representing the integration by using the stylish S. Right, S stands for summation. Sir, how to represent that? So d by dx of f of x is equals to capital F of x. Now the integral or integration of capital F of x dx is equals to f of x. So f of x to capital F of x, capital F of x to f of x. So this is a derivative and this is integration. So let us see some formulas related to the integration. Integration dx is equals to x, or integration dy equals to y, integration dz equals to z. That means the derivative of the function dy if we are doing, so the derivative and the integral get cancelled, we are going to get the same function. Okay, for suppose if it is integration dp, yes, we are going to get p only. Integration dq, you are going to get q only. Okay, that next formula, integration x to the power of n dx. So integration x to the power of n dx, we can write x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Let us take one example here. So integration x to the power of n dx, so integration x to the power of n dx, we can write x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Let us take one example here. So integration x to the power of n dx, so integration x to the power of n dx, we can write x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Let us take one example here. integration x to the power of 4 dx. So x to the power of 4 dx, x to the power of n plus 1, 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1. So what we are going to get? X to the power of 5 by 5 is the integration of the x to the power of 4 dx. Let us check whether it is a reverse process of the derivative or not. Let us check it. So we have a given a function like this. So f of x is equals to x to the power of 3. First find its derivative. D by dx of x cube, we are going to get 3x square. This is nothing but what? This is capital F of x. So in the question they are going to give f of x, capital F of x they will give. Then we have to find out the function of the derivative we should get. Let us check it. D by integration, what is the function given derivative of this? 3x square dx. So 3 is constant, we can write in front of the integration. So integration x square dx. So 3 into x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. So what we are going to get? 3 into x cube by 3. Therefore we are going to get x cube. That means we are going to get the function of the derivative. Okay na? So x cube is the function. In the question they are giving the derivative of the x cube. So we are going to get what is the actual function of the 3x square we are going to find. So this is some verification for the integration is the reverse process of the derivation. Right, let us see some more formulas related to this. Integration 1 by x dx. Integration 1 by x dx log base e x. Next, integration e to the power of x dx is equals to e to the power of x. For suppose the function is given like this. Integration e to the power of ax dx. If ax dx is given, we should write first its function as it is. Integration e power x dx, we are going to get e power x, but the denominator, this we have to differentiate. So d by dx of ax we can write. So d by dx of ax is equals to a into d by dx of x. So e to the power of ax by a. So if you want to take one example, integration e to the power of 4x dx. So simply we are going to get e to the power of 4x by this constant value. So this is the way of finding the integration for the e power x. Next, for suppose integration a power x dx. So a is nothing but any function. So a power x log base ea. Next, let us see some more formulas related to integration in trigonometric function. Integration sin x dx is equals to minus cos x. For suppose integration sin ax is given. So how to find integration sin x function cos x? That means minus cos ax by d by dx of this function. So minus cos ax by a. Next, integration cos x dx. sin x. Similar manner, integration cos ax dx. So sin ax by a. Next, integration secant square x dx. Tan x. Integration cosecant square x dx minus cot x. Next, integration secant x into tan x dx secant x. Next, integration 1 by root of 1 minus x square dx is equals to sin inverse of x, where x less than 1. Next, integration 1 by 1 plus x square dx tan inverse of x. Next, one more formula, integration dx by x into root of x square minus 1, so secant square x. In this, mostly we are using these functions. Most of the cases we are come across these functions in physics. So rest of the, in rare cases, we are going to get these functions, so that also you can try to memorize. So formulas to be memorized only, so no chance of any trick for this. Directly we can remember, right? For suppose if the function is given like this, integration c into u dx, where c is constant. If c is constant, we can write in front of the integration u dx we can write. Okay. Next, for suppose the function is given like this, u plus r minus v plus r minus w like that dx. So integrate separately, u dx plus r minus v dx plus r minus w dx like that. How many functions are given? To that many functions we have to separate and we have to find out the integration. Okay, let us see some examples based on this concept. So integrate the functions with respect to x. So they given some function like this, x cube is given and x minus 1 by x whole square is given. So let us simplify this. So integration x cube dx. So x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1 is the formula. So x to the power of 4 by 4. Next, this function integration of x minus 1 by x dx. So this function derivative x square plus 1 by x square minus 2 into x into 1 by x dx. Okay, a plus b whole a minus b whole square format. So integration x square dx plus integration 1 by x square dx minus 2 dx. So this is in the format of x to the power of n dx, x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. In the format of this we can write as x to the power of minus 2 dx. So x to the power of minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1. Integration 2 constant dx value x only. X cube by 3 minus x power minus 1 minus 2x. X cube by 3 minus 1 by x minus 2x is the derivative in the integration of this given function. Okay, so here we have another type of integral, that is definite integral. Sir, what is mean by definite integral? So definite integral nothing but it has a certain limits. That means whatever the problems, whatever the examples we have taken before this, these are all indefinite integrals because there is no value for the x is given. So in a case of a definite integral, so they are going to give limits of the function. So integration capital F of x dx we can write here lower limit is given as a, upper limit given as b. So what is the derivative of this f of x, capital F of x? We know that small f of x. The limits are from a to b. Where x function is there, we can substitute the limit. So f of b minus f of a. Sir, what is the meaning of this? So we are going to get this value of this derivative in a limits. Let us take one example here. Same example I am taking. Integration x cube dx, find its value within the limits of 1 to 2. So first we have to do our common integration. X to the power of 3 dx nothing but what? X to the power of 4 by 4, 1 to 2 limits. So starting point is 1, ending point is 2. So this is known to be lower limit, where we are starting that function, that is lower limit, and the function where it ends, that is known to be upper limit. So where x function is there, in that place we have to substitute that limits. 1 by 4 constant, no need of any substitution. So we have a function x to the power of 4, 1 to 2. Let us substitute the limits 1 by 4 in the place of x 2 power 4 minus 1 power 4. 1 by 4, 2 power 4 is 16 minus 1, therefore 15 by 4 is the value of this x cube within the limits of 1 to 2. Okay, in this way we can find out the definite integral. Okay, let us take some more examples based on this. The function is given like this. Integration 0 to 5 by 2 cos x dx. So integration of cos x is what? Integration of cos x we are going to get as sin x. And what are the limits of the given function? 0 to pi by 2. Substitute sin pi by 2 minus sin 0. Where x is there, in that place only we are substituting that value. Sin pi by 2 is 1, 1 minus 0, that value will be 1. What is the meaning of that? The values of the cos x function from 0 to pi by 2 is within the limits of 1. Right, let us take one more example. Integration minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sin x dx. So integration sin x minus cos x minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Substitute is minus cos pi by 2 minus of minus cos pi by 2. So cos pi by 2 value is 1, sorry, cos 90 value 0, and then this value is also 0, so we are going to get 0. So minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, its value will be 0. Okay, so in this way we can find out the integrations of definite functions, and in the same way indefinite functions also we can find. We can remember only one point in this session: the integration is nothing but reverse process. So derivation nothing but what? The decreasing the power is known to be derivation, and increasing the power is known to be integration. Integration nothing but summation. Sir, where we are using the summation? The summation we are going to use in finding the areas and volumes of a given function. So by splitting this into n equal parts, it is x, it is y. The area under graph gives integration of the function. Okay, integration area f of x dx is equal to area under the graph. Okay, this is the significance of the integration. So because it is not in a regular shape, it is a irregular shape. So for irregular areas, if you want to find irregular areas, what we are doing, we are dividing this into equal number of portions. For suppose this is this is dA1, dA2, dA3, like that. How many parts we are dividing? N equal parts, dAn. If you are adding all these parts, what you are going to get? dA1, dA2, dA3, and so on, dAn is equals to, you can write integration of A1 plus A2 d of A1 plus A2 an. Therefore it gives total area. So if you want to find out total area or volume of a function, we are using this. In some other cases also we are using this integration to find out the velocity. So let us take some examples here. We know that velocity we can write dx by dt, rate of change of velocity. Acceleration we can write rate of change of velocity, and force we can write rate of change of linear momentum. Okay na? So with the help of this rate, for suppose if you plot a graph, what you are going to get? Dx is equals to v into dt, dv is equals to a into dt, and dp equals to f into dt. They are in the function like y is equals to mx. Am I correct? So y is equals to mx. If you plot the graph, you are going to get the graph like this. So with the slope is what? M is the slope. What is the meaning of that? If you plot a graph between, by taking displacement along x-axis, time along y-axis, you are going to get slope is nothing but what? Velocity. and here slope of Vt by taking velocity along y-axis, time along x-axis. Slope of Vt graph gives acceleration. In the same way, slope of Pt graph, momentum and time graph gives force acting on the particle. Okay, this is the usage of the derivative in physics. Sir, where we can use the integration? If we take the same functions, v equals to dx by dt, then we can write dx is equals to v into dt. If we take the integration on both sides, v dt, therefore integration of dx is x, and here they are going to give the velocity as a function of time, t square plus t minus 4. If the velocity is given as a function of time, what is the meaning of that? The object is moving with varying velocity. Okay, now if v is given as a function of time, it means its velocity changes with respect to time. If velocity changes with respect to time, we won't get a straight line. So then in that cases, so what is the distance traveled by the body? We are using the integration. So integration t square plus t minus 4 dt. So sometimes they are asking what is the distance traveled by the body from t equals to 0 to t equals to 2 seconds. They are asking for the same function. Velocity is given like that. They are asking what is the distance covered by the body. So x t square dt, what are the limits? 0 to 2 plus integration 0 to 2 t dt minus integration 0 to 2 4 dt. Let us use the formulas of integration. X to the power of n, t to the power of 3 by 3, limits from 0 to 2, plus t square by 2, limits are 0 to 2, minus 4t 0 to 2. So 1 by 3 outside. So 2 power 3, 8 minus 0, 0 plus 1 by 2. So t 2 square nothing but 4. 0 square 0 minus 4 into 2. So 8 by 3 plus 2 minus 8. So 3, 8 plus 6 minus 24. What we are going? 14 minus 10 by 3. So minus sign is present. The object is moving forward, and finally it is retracing its path and additional covering of the 10 by 3 meters of distance. So in this way we can use integration in physics. So if you take acceleration also, acceleration is equals to dv by dt. So v equals to a into dt, therefore integration dv equals to integration a dt. So in this case they are going to give the function of acceleration in terms of t, like this. So again the same procedure we can follow, we can find out the acceleration. So by giving graphical representation also they are going to ask question. So for suppose v displacement time graph is given. So displacement time graph is given. They are asking velocity of the body in different regions. They are asking. Okay. This is 4, 8, 2, 4, suppose 10. Okay. So they are asking what is a velocity of the body from in the region A to B. So in the region A to B they are asking simply slope of the position time graph gives velocity. So we can find V equals to delta x by delta t. Okay, so you can get the different function A to B. You can write delta x. So first you can find out the coordinates of A. So what are coordinates of A? Coordinates of A are 0 comma 0. Coordinates of B nothing but what? 2 comma 4. This is t1 comma x1. This is t2 comma x2. So what is the formula for velocity? Change in position by time interval. So x2 minus x1 by t2 minus t1. So x2 minus x1, 4 minus 0 by 2 minus 0. So 2 meter per second is the velocity from point A to point B. Next, they are asking V between B to C. So if you observe this graph carefully, it is a straight line parallel to the x-axis. If you write the coordinates of this, coordinates of B 2 comma 4, coordinates of C 4 comma 4. So t1 x1 t2 x2. So V x2 minus x1 by t2 minus t1, therefore 4 minus 4 by 4 minus 2 0. Sir, why you are discussing in derivative expressions? Because I told you that already. Derivative, what is mean by derivative? Derivative is nothing but variation of a one quantity with respect to another quantity is known to be derivation. It is also nothing but what? V equals to dx by dt only. Change in position with respect to time, change in velocity with respect to time, change in momentum with respect to time. These are all change in the quantities only. Change in one quantity with respect to another quantity is known to be derivation. Right? Integration. Integration, how can we apply? Suppose the graph is given like this. Vt graph is given. Vt graph given 0, 8, 16 and this is 10. They are asking find distance covered by the body. So distance covered by the body is nothing but it is the area under the graph. What is the shape of this graph? Shape of the graph is triangle. So what is the area of the triangle? Half into base into height is the area formula. Sir, why you are calculating area itself? Because we know that V equals to dx by dt. Okay, so we can write V dt equals to dx. If we take integration, so integration nothing but what? It is product of y component and x component. So when we can get y component, x component, this is x component is length and this is height. That means we are, if you calculate the area under the graph, we are going to get distance covered by the body. Let us use this half into base 8 into height 10, therefore 40 meters is the distance traveled. So in physics we are using the derivatives and integrations as our need. So the functions I am writing mostly where we are using this derivative. I told you that velocity dx by dt, this we can use if x is given as a function of time, a dv by dt if v is given as a function of time. Next, f dp by dt momentum is given as function of time. So if we, what is the meaning of this? The displacement is varying with respect to the time. Okay now, so x varies with respect to time. Here v varies with respect to time and p varies with respect to time. And some more, power p is equals to rate of doing work done, dw by dt. So that means work done is varies as a function of time. So integration reverse. So how can we write integration functions? So dx v dt, if v is given as a function of time, if v is given as function of time, they are asking displacement or distance, there we can use integration dx integration v dt. So x is equals to integration v dt, this v nothing but function of the time. I discussed already with one example. Next, in the same way, dv equals to a dt, dp equals to f dt, dw equals to f dt. So these are the some examples where we are using the derivatives and integration. So some more will be there. In angular motion also we are using, in circular motion also we are using. So rate of change of angular displacement d theta by dt, rate of change of angular velocity is equals to angular acceleration, and the rate of change of angular momentum is torque. So according to our convenience, we are using the concept of integration and derivations. Okay, I think so you got the clarity in integration and derivation. So take care, stay safe.